what was a day like when you were working for Ringling?
Yeah, we would wake up, and a lot of people don't realize, but 95% of the people that perform with Ringling Brothers live on the Circus train. They have a train that is give or take a few feet, but it's over a mile long, and it's pretty impressive when it's completely put together, and it houses everything from the circus wagons that hold the props and the equipment to the animals to the performers, and to the vehicles that help build and tear down the shows. So it is just an amazing operating machine. And we would wake up and kind of do your normal wake up, get yourself ready for work. And a lot of people we would take a bus. They provided a bus to go back and forth from the train, or some people had cars on the road. But people would take a bus. We'd go into the building. If it was a one show day, normally we would go in about 3 or 4 hours early, just to make sure that all the props are set. All the mechanics for all the props and all the rigs were set, and make sure that if you had supplies you need to order, or things that you needed to do, you need to get all that out of the way, because as it got closer to show time, you would need to get in makeup and costume, and once you do that, you really don't want to be messing around with a bunch of props and getting messy and stuff like that. And then, so yeah, we would do a lot of the maintenance stuff, and then probably eat again. A lot of the stuff that we did was backstage, so we had a lot of fun, a lot of morale building backstage in the Fountain Alley. And then we would do the show and then go home and just kind of unwind and make each other. It was like all day just making each other laugh, pretty much.
Okay. So it was more of the technical end of getting ready, and you didn't have to really, I guess, worry about what you were going to do, for work. You had the job.
Right. Everybody has a very set job, and you're given that as we put the show together in winter quarters. There's always a list of props that each person's responsible for, not just their setting, but also striking and putting them away and making sure they're in the same place, packing them for loadout, and then unpacking them when we load in. So you are like responsible for that whole entire set. And if anything goes wrong, they know they go to one person. Okay, this person was in charge of this, and this. So it's a very well oiled machine, and I mean it's been around for hundreds of years. So you don't get that way without being organized.
Yeah. The question, I guess, that I have now is you're now on your own. You still have to order the props. You still have to take care of all the stuff. But now you have a whole nother thing, marketing to it. So is it, I guess it's tougher then, you're saying, working on your own than it is with Ringling?
It is much tougher. And that was one of the things that was kind of a smack on my head, that kind of I didn't even realize how much of a help Ringling was when they had their big PR team behind you. You didn't have really to do anything but show up and do your act. And then when you get out of the circus, you figure, oh, I'll just throw up a website with my name on it, and people are going to want to search for a juggler, and there they're going to find me. And it's there is so much more behind just slapping a picture together and saying, hey, I juggle. So some people get work like that, they're good networkers and they'll just hand that picture out, but others, they got to do a lot more.